Hello, I'm Ellie the Purple Hair Doofus, and this is
Zoe from DreamofZoe.
And we are doing our spoiler-free-ish review of Bad Unicorn by Platte F. So basically the story is about Max Spencer, who finds a magic book known as the Codex of Infinite Knowability, and I would be louder about that, except for we can't really be that loud here.
Yeah, we're kind of in a forbidden place where we can't really raise our voices right now. However,
If we could,
we would probably laugh very loudly because that's what a bad unicorn would do.
well, a bad unicorn would laugh very loudly.
She would make a scene. She
Well,
doesn't care about anybody else.
Okay, so basically the story is Max Spencer has the Codex of Infinite Knowability. There are bad people that are after the Codex of Infinite Knowability. One of them is the wizard.
I'm after it.
One of them is the wizard Reservoir.
He's pure evil, basically.
He hires Princess, the bad unicorn, who is a
Princess the Destroyer, finish the
That's right.
name.
Princess the Destroyer, and she is a carnivorous unicorn, which means like she likes to eat squirrels, and he sends her and her pet wizard Magar after the
Pet
Codex.
is a very good word for him.
You didn't think about that.
She basically owns him. She's like a dominatrix,
Almost, yeah.
and he's the slave.
Max accidentally sends him and his friends far into the future. They have to live among these creatures known as the Frobbits, which are frog-like creatures that roll around in spiciness.
They are very cute things.
Princess is known for devouring Frobbits, and so she's tired of eating Frobbits. So when Reservoir tempts her with humans, she is very keen to the idea of going after Max.
Basically, she travels in search of humans, only to find out that the human that she's in search of travels to the future. So they meet in the future when technology has taken over the universe.
It's kind of like a future version of her meets Max.
RoboCop, a unicorn version.
I called her the Robocorn.
Robocorn. That is very creative. That's a great title for her.
What did you like about this book?
I loved how absurd it was. I liked how all the chapters were really just, they bounced around, and I liked how they used different vocabulary to talk about every single type of thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the human world is Tetris.
Tetris? Yeah.
Tetris.
I just called it the Earthlings realm.
Or the Earthlings realm, according to this guy. But I don't know, I thought that it really kept you wanting to read the next page, even if it was ridiculous. I mean, unicorns that destroy things. Unicorns are supposed to be beautiful and nice. I was so disappointed about that, but I still thought it was really creative.
I really liked Reservoir. He was probably my favorite character. And I liked his zombie duck. His zombie duck was hilarious.
Yes. I liked Glenn, the magical dagger.
I didn't really mention him in my chapter by chapter review.
Okay, so there was this dagger named Glenn that basically was a motivational dagger, so he didn't do a very good job at it, but he just kind of was so perky and happy, and it's a talking dagger, and it just made everything funny whenever it was awkward.
It kind of reminded me of the singing sword from Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yes. Maybe they were inspired by that.
I loved the humor in this book. It was very, very entertaining, and like the things that I didn't like were completely overshadowed by the
This
things
is
that I
a really fat book. For each page to be so full of
words.
and that make no sense together, it kept you wanting to read more. So that was good. I loved that. It's a pretty cover.
The cover is amazing. Things that I didn't like, I wanted it to be a unicorn, and most of the time it was a human who used to be a unicorn.
I also didn't like her as a robot.
I also wanted it to take place in present day, and most of it was in the future, and that was disappointing to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I showed this book to my friend, and he was reading the back, and he's like, it all takes place in the future, and I never read the back of books. The only thing that I knew going into this book was it was about a carnivorous unicorn. When it turned out to be more about the humans, I was really disappointed.
They didn't have enough of the bad unicorn in it, because I was really entertained by her and her character. I learned a little bit about her past, but at the same time, I wish she had more depth, even though she was just a really stupid, horrible unicorn.
The ending kind of lost me, but other than that, the book was very, very entertaining. It was hard to put down to record more videos between each chapter.
It was worth it. It definitely was.
Who do you think you would recommend
Well, the vocabulary was so easy, it could entertain a middle schooler, so don't let the big book feel fool you.
Right.
I'm an adult and it still entertained me. There's a lot of raunchy humor in it. Sometimes kids might not understand that as well.
There's a lot of raunchy humor in Disney movies too.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Little Prince. You read it when you're younger, it's fun, and then you read it as an older person. You actually understand a lot
To
more
relate.
about it. I love books like that. So whoever you are out there, you can read this book.
Yes.
It's a really good one.
I'd
Join it.
recommend it for fans of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because that book goes just along the same kind of humor. It's very, very, very funny like that. So my friend Zoe, she has a channel of her own. If you'd like to
Dream
talk
of Zoe. So my channel is a vlog about very random things. I talk about love life, how to fight the zombie apocalypse. I do something called tongue gymnastics. Check it out if you don't know what that is. And most of you probably don't, but you can probably guess what it is. I do daily vlogs. I'm actually working on another channel right now. There'll be more about that, but it'll be about psychic readings and drinking a lot of alcohol. So more information to come, but hopefully Purple Hair Doofus here will put
I'll
the link
tag you
below.
links and everything. What are you reading right now? You told me about a book that you're
Oh,
reading.
I just got a book out of the library. It's not
It's not a
fiction.
fictional book.
It's called French Women Don't Get Fat. I forget who the author is. It looks fun. I grew up in Europe and I want to read it.
So if you're interested in following her, or maybe you might be interested in reading that book, maybe you can tweet at her about your thoughts on that book.
This is my first booktube, so I get to celebrate that tonight with a lot of tequila. Talking about unicorns is no fun sober.
Says her, okay? I've been the Purple Hair Doofus, and this has been my friend
Zoe.
from.
Dream of Zoe.
And we will see you all in the next video. I'm going to do one with her eventually in the future, and I'll tag it
On
down
my
below.
channel. So if
Yeah.
you like him, you gotta come check me out.
Exactly.
I'll definitely spread the word. Tell everybody about this horrible unicorn and her book review.
I will see you all in the beginning of The Gunslinger by Stephen King.
The Gunslinger.
Toodles!
Toodles!